In the quiet recesses of our minds, where whispers carry more weight than thundering declarations, there lies a concept that can transform lives from mere existence to profound meaning. Discipline. Not the rigid imposition of rules and regulations, but rather an inner compass guiding your every step towards growth and fulfillment. Imagine for a moment standing at the foot of a mountain, one whose peak is shrouded in mist and mystery. The path ahead is long and winding, filled with challenges that test not only your physical limits but also your resolve. It is easy to start. Anyone can take a few steps on this path, feel the thrill of novelty and the rush of adrenaline. The true progress comes from those who continue when others turn back. Discipline is what keeps you climbing even as the skies darken and the wind howls. Why do we often find it so difficult to maintain discipline? It is not just about following rules or completing tasks. It is about understanding that every moment, every decision, can be an act of creation. Each choice shapes who we are becoming. When we lose sight of this, our actions become aimless and disconnected from any higher purpose. Think for a moment about your daily routine. How many decisions do you make? Hundreds. Thousands. Now consider the impact of just one well-chosen action or thought. It can be as simple as waking up earlier to read a few pages of that book you've been meaning to get through, or deciding to eat healthier foods because it aligns with your long-term goal of improving your health and energy levels. Discipline is about making those decisions consciously and consistently. When you do this, you build a foundation for growth and change. It is like laying one brick at a time, slowly but surely constructing the house of your dreams. But each brick must be placed with care and intention. Let me ask you, what truly matters to you? Is it career success, personal happiness, health, relationships, or something else entirely? Once you have clarity on this, everything else falls into place. The clearer your vision, the easier it is to maintain discipline. You know what is worth fighting for, and so every effort becomes an act of love towards yourself. Now imagine a river cutting through rock over millennia, shaping its path based not just on resistance, but also on purposeful direction. This is your life in microcosm, flowing with determination, carving out the channels that lead to where you want to be. But like water, we must sometimes move against the current too, fighting for what we believe in and pushing past obstacles that would otherwise deter us. The discipline to face challenges is not about being unyieldingly stubborn, but rather about understanding when flexibility serves your goals and when steadfastness is required. Sometimes you need to push through pain and discomfort, and other times, you need the wisdom to pivot or rest. It is about knowing yourself well enough to make these nuanced decisions. And yet, even as we strive for discipline, we must remain humble and reflective. Why? Because true mastery of any skill or habit requires constant self-evaluation and improvement. The most disciplined individuals are not those who claim perfection, but rather those who continuously seek growth. They understand that every day is a chance to become better than yesterday. How do you cultivate this kind of discipline? Start small. Tiny habits, when built consistently, can grow into mighty forces over time. Begin with one simple change, perhaps setting your alarm 5 minutes earlier or dedicating 10 minutes each day to reflection and goal setting. Notice how these tiny adjustments ripple outward, changing not just what you do, but who you are. Remember too that discipline is personal. What works for someone else might not work for you. Experiment, observe, adapt. Your journey is unique, filled with opportunities tailor-made for your individual growth. And finally, let us consider the impact of discipline on our relationships and communities. When we lead disciplined lives, we become more reliable, trustworthy partners and friends. Our contributions to society are strengthened by this commitment to excellence in all areas. Imagine if everyone around you lived with such clarity and purpose. What kind of world would that be? In closing, let us return to the mountain metaphor. The peak may seem distant and daunting now, but remember, every step brings you closer. Each decision made with intention, each effort pushed through when it is hardest, is a victory in itself. Embrace discipline as your ally, not an enemy or something to fear. It is not about perfection, it is about progress. You are capable of great things, and the journey towards them begins one disciplined choice at a time. So take that first step forward today, and then another tomorrow. Keep climbing, keep pushing, and most importantly, never lose sight of why you started in the first place.